Because that girl got her involved. That's it.
Jack.
That's all we're trying to say.
She ain't a witness. We've been sitting here. How is she a witness? Yeah, she just standing by. Shut up, bro. Everybody's the goddamn witness here.
Yeah, start packing up. Start packing up, guys.
Just because y'all decided to arrest the girl that...
Okay, guys, this frame right here that's frozen on the screen, this family was at the park, and apparently there was a couple that was sitting next to them, and the young lady that was sitting next to them allegedly was smoking a joint. And when she saw the park rangers and the cop come through, and you'll see the cop here in a second, he's the guy on the four-wheeler. When the cop came through, the young lady flicked the with her finger, she flicked the joint out and away from her. So the cops arrested her, and they wanted to use someone, a lady from this family here, as a witness. And since they refused to, you know, they said that they didn't see anything that happened. So since they refused to be a witness, they kicked them out of the park. So that's what's going on right now. So let's continue.
It's not fair. We don't know her.
Back it up. Not one second here.
We don't know her, though, sir. Please. Sir, you guys kicking us out or what? We have a big family here, sir.
Hey, man, we drove all the way from Houston up here.
We didn't do nothing. We don't know her. It was her problem. Okay, let's just go home. I don't want to. Man, it's ridiculous.
What's your name, man?
This is the police department now.
Talk to somebody about you.
Yeah, Jay.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah, well, you better figure out.
Yeah, man, and y'all are kicking us out. We didn't do nothing.
Okay, now this officer wants identification from this lady here because she was allegedly a witness to the young lady who was smoking a joint. So now he's asking her for ID.
No. I think we done nothing wrong.
I didn't say you did anything wrong.
You say we leaving. We don't have to give information, right?
You guys don't have to ID. Nobody has to ID here unless you've committed a crime.
Nobody has to ID. Let's go. They kick us out already. No.
You do not have to ID.
No.
Now listen to what this officer says. He's either ignorant of the law or he's pretending to be ignorant of the law, or he's trying to straight out lie about the law. So listen to what he says right now.
You do not have to ID.
No.
Actually, that's not the truth.
Stop,
If you're
sir,
a witness
stop.
to something,
Wrong.
you have to ID.
Wrong. State it. 3802 does not say that.
Okay, this officer just stated that if they're a witness to a crime, that they have to ID. So let's take a look at the first part of Penal Code 3802. Okay, we're going to take a look and break down Texas Penal Code 3802, which is in plain English. So we're going to take a look at Part A, and then we're going to take a look at Part B. Part B has nothing to do with Part A. They're two separate parts of Texas Penal Code 3802. One has nothing to do with the other. So let's take a look at Part A. So Texas Penal Code 3802 Part A states, a person commits an offense if he intentionally refuses to give his name, resident address, or date of birth to a peace officer who has lawfully arrested the person and requested the information. That means in Texas, you have to be lawfully arrested in order to provide your identification. That is part A. Now let's take a look at part B. Part B, Texas Penal Code 3802 states, a person commits an offense if he intentionally gives a false or fictitious name, resident address, or date of birth to a peace officer who has 1. Lawfully arrested the person, 2. Lawfully detained the person, or 3. Requested the information from a person the peace officer has a good cause to believe is a witness to a criminal offense. Here's where law enforcement get confused about 3802. Law enforcement believe and don't understand 3802 when it comes to being a witness to a criminal offense. If a law enforcement officer believes that you are a witness to a criminal offense, they think that they have a right to ID you. But that's not what the Texas Penal Code says. It says that you commit an offense if you give a false or fictitious name to a peace officer who has requested the information from a person that the officer has good cause to believe is a witness to a criminal offense. That number 3 in Part B, number 3, that right there, the only thing that Part B says is that it's a criminal offense to give a false or fictitious name. It does not state that you have to give a name or ID. The only time you have to ID in the state of Texas is if you've been lawfully arrested. This is Penal Code 3802. So law enforcement officers that are watching this video, get it right. Get it straight. You don't get ID from us unless we're in handcuffs and we are lawfully under arrest. Okay, let's continue.
No, it doesn't.
You're a racist.
3802 does not say that.
Call the police. Some real police.
Thank you. I don't know.
Penal Code 3802 does not say that.
Stop bothering this, sir, please.
There's no crime, no ID.
I don't know her. She come and talk to me. I don't know her. And then they want my ID.
Wrong. Wrong.
Walk right up to him.
They don't have to ID if there's no if
I don't know her.
It's okay, we'll go to New Braunfels where we can barbecue, drink beer, and swim the river. Yeah, we won't get disturbed by no thugs. Y'all are the thugs, man. Y'all are the ones who need to be getting arrested over here disturbing some peaceful family.
Oh,
Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hope y'all feel good, man. Feel like you did some good deed today. What's your name, Rocky?
Hey man. Hey, hey bud. Hey bud. Hey bud. Hey. Get names and badge numbers from every one of these guys.
I'm gonna get my phone and I'm gonna take pictures of them. Appreciate it, bro. This is ridiculous. I've been playing this for 2 weeks, and this old dude with a baseball helmet running my day, man. I told him how nice your city is, man. And we drove. Hey, I told him how nice your city. We come all the way, travel here to put money in your city, and you run us out. Thug, man. Go home. Come on. They're kicking us out. Because we was a witness to them illegally detaining a girl that didn't even have possession. Half the people with us are kids, sir. I know the law, man. They can't even tell you why you're leaving. They don't know what the reason. If I had my phone, I'd call the police up here.
Oh, man.
Not the park rangers.
That was pretty funny.
Real job, man. I feel tired, man.
You guys might want to brush up on 3802, man.
Do you want him here?
That's 3802.
All right.
Okay, this cop just interrupted my lunch after 3 hours of swimming on the river. He went and looked up Texas Penal Code 3802 and thought he was going to bring it to my attention and try to educate me on 3802. Why did he have to go look up 3802? Shouldn't he have known that already? Shouldn't this have been drilled into his skull? How many years do you think this guy has been a police officer? Should he have really had to look up 3802? Enjoy this encounter, guys.
Do you want him here?
That's 3802.
All right, hold on. Let me get. Where's my glasses?
What is wrong with you?
I'm gonna educate you right now since you're trying to educate me.
And you need to step back and give us some personal space and keep your hands out of your pockets.
I don't have my hands in my
I'm just letting you know in case you want to put your hands in and keep them off your gun too.
I don't have my hands on my
We're not out here killing people. Y'all are.
I haven't killed anybody.
And see, if you would have came up here and you would have asked us our names and been polite, that's fine. But if you think you can walk up here and shove a fucking phone in somebody's face, you got us fucked up.
I don't know what to talk to.
Exactly what you're doing right now. You don't have to stand that close.
I was showing him what he was talking about.
Do you know what community
I was showing him what he was talking about.
So you're just going to walk up and you're going to stick your phone in his face? Get the fuck out of here.
That's 3802 on the block.
A person commits an offense if he intentionally refuses to give his name, residence, address, and date of birth to a peace officer who has lawfully arrested the person and requested the information. Hold on. B. A person commits an offense if he intentionally gives a false or fictitious name, resident address, or date of birth to a peace officer who has lawfully arrested me, right? Lawfully detained me, or requested the information from a person that a peace officer has good cause to believe is a witness to a criminal offense. Where does it say that they have to give you an ID?
I didn't say ID. I asked for her name.
Okay, but where does it say that they have to give that to you?
Right there, it says that.
Where does it tell me? You are stupid, motherfucker.
Hey,
don't curse.
Listen to
They're
me.
going to kick us out. They're going to kick us out if we curse.
Show me where it says they have to give you an ID.
Right there.
Where?
Failure to identify.
No cursing,
That
no
means
cursing,
that
no
you
cursing, no
refuse
cursing.
to do it.
Hold on.
No cursing.
You don't understand.
We wanted to.
Let's get an audience right here, guys. This guy he don't comprehend what he's reading. Listen to this. A person commits an offense if he intentionally refuses to give his name, resident, address, or date of birth to a peace officer who has lawfully arrested the person and requested the information. That means that you have to be lawfully under arrest to present ID. Here's the second part of 3802.
Police officer asked you for your ID.
No, I didn't ask.
Oh, come on, lady. Go over there.
Okay, hold on. Let's read the rest of it. I'm going to educate you right now, mister. What's your name? Okay. A person commits an offense if he intentionally gives a false or fictitious name. What does it say? Okay. Or address or date of birth to a police officer who has lawfully arrested. Right? You didn't lawfully arrest her. Okay.
Bye, lady. Bye, lady. You don't know your rights. You don't know your rights.
Cause to believe a witness in a criminal offense. Okay? But it says they only if they only give a fictitious name. It doesn't say they have to give a name at all. Only if they give a fictitious name.
No, it says failure to identify.
No, it doesn't. You do not understand 3802. How long you been a police officer? Yeah. You need to go study that. Ask a supervisor what it says. If you couldn't ask me, hey, if he commits a crime, I'm not gonna give you ID. Take me to jail. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
if you want me as a witness?
What I'm telling you is an offense to fail to identify.
No, it isn't. If you're a witness to it. No, it isn't. You're not understanding that. You're not understanding it. Hey, it says if I give a false or fictitious name. It doesn't say.
If you're under arrest.
If
you're a witness to a crime.
If I'm a witness to a crime, it's an offense if I give a false or fictitious name.
But have a nice day.
You're an asshole.
He doesn't like when people stand that close.
Yeah, you're an idiot, right? You are an idiot. You've been an officer probably for a long time and you still don't know the law. You're a law enforcement officer. You're supposed to enforce the law that's written on the books. That law, you can't get an ID from anybody out here unless you arrest them.
Okay.
They have to be under arrest for you to get an ID.
Okay. I did what you wanted.
You have a card or anything?
We should try to.
I do not have a card. My name is Locke, L-O-C-K-E.
L-O-C-K-E, and the badge number, sir? Let's hear from. I'm sorry, sir. I couldn't hear it when you were walking off.
313.
313 lock. Okay, thank you. Hey, just so you know, man, we are not anti-cop. We are anti-bad cop. But we love cops. I have 13 years prior in law enforcement myself. You guys are heroes, right? When you're all running this way and we're running the other way. But a little tact.
And when you got things wrong, now you gotta walk off like a little butthurt kid. You're wrong, man. You don't understand what you're reading. It says,
Whatever you believe.
okay, read it to me then, as you believe
I'm
it.
not going to argue with you.
I'm not arguing. I read it straight to
I showed
you.
the 3802. That's all I'm going to do.
3802. If I give a false or fictitious name, that's part B of 3802.
We'll take it up. We'll take it up with your department. But can you just use a little tact next time? A handshake.
Very tactful.
You're in
He asked
Texas.
me